Yes, greetings. I saw early sound used to come in, and it seemed like these people never want me for coming. You know what I mean? We don't know why. But all this is how old sound them, original sound them used to sign in. So I show people them say, me come from that time. I come from that time. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. Watch it. Yo, go in your library and dig up. I keep telling you, we are selectors both here. Worldwide, me a chat to. Same, understand me, no man. Take it.
Gonna drive them with the raw law.
Take it.
Let them understand that I am the best by
What you say? Slap it. Watch your chest. Move your feet. Move your
Gonna drive
feet.
them with the raw law.
In
Let
your
them
yard.
understand that I am the best.
Choo-choo.
The best by any test.
Choo.
Lord, I depend them.
Teach.
Oh yes, Lord, I depend them. Oh yes, now I depend them. Can't you see right now? I depend them.
You see, me can talk about France, so you understand? Original thing that original what not thing man, original sound that and original music man that proper things. Lego the Windrush.
Gonna drive them with the raw law. Let them understand that I am the best by any test. Lord, I depend them. Oh yes, Lord, I depend them.
Easy salad
Oh yes, now I depend them. Can't you see right now? I depend them. They think that I'm a fool, but I've got to play it cool. But even got to fight.
Yo, there's a problem, You see, the Caucasian them left what them call, I don't know, Latin. And then them added amalgamation between themselves and the Germans and others, and I come with a thing called English. Okay? And we all speak it. There's some words that them have in this English dictionaries that some people them hijack. I don't know if our historians have been paying attention, And one of them words, there's racism, but them define it to be, they might cut me off, Anti-Semitic and Semitic. And them cry. But the whole institution of law, every institution support that word. But them argue about racism in relation to African black people. Then there's another word, right? There's several, but there is another word. And that word is diaspora. And diaspora is people, should be peoples who are scattered about from them motherland, homeland, basic country. Particularly the ancestors of the slaves, of the captured people that was put into slavery, bondage and slavery, captured in bondage and put into slavery throughout the European world and the Americas. We are their descendants. So we look upon that word to say, well, yo, we are the Africans within the diaspora, which is outside of the continent of Africa. But no, here what happened? And that same people that got that Semitic got this word. Now, what may I say them got the word? And every dictionary you find say that is speaking of Jew. So, like me do history, you know, and me get high marks in history. I tell you, that was one of the first subject that me get a A. You understand? Quick sharp. Because we had a beautiful teacher, you know, in a history. And when I say beautiful teacher, him empowered us, all them students, them, with a bunch of European knowledge, but then him take we outside of Europe into the South America and a little bit of Africa, but we get to know a lot about this America. Anyhow, we are diasporans. Anybody else can be, you know, but you see, because we are the descendants of the captured people that was taken and taken in bondage and then enslaved for hundreds of years, not 50, not 70. You understand? Some said over 500 years, some said 400, but it's hundreds of years. And still today. So it leaves us to use bifocal to explain our situation every time. You know, bifocal means that the persons, the peoples who are listening to us, them examine us carefully. But them already done the examination because them trivialize everything that we are presenting. So hence we have to use bifocal reasoning, meaning that we have to look deep into what it is that we're trying or we need to put across. Bifocal. Yeah, we need some serious scholars that is looking after our affairs. Not them scholars that keep running about Kemet. Because we have more pressing engagements. And it appeared that the people them was not going to let my program come out because me put up cultural expression, African history, in the diaspora. And that me put up. And a line came across the transmission, you know, the thing that sends it out. And I have to find out, like, what happened. So me find say that me never had a logo, a thumb thing. So me think so that now. And me did put one up. Me put my brethren, Hugh Mandel, Africa must be free. You know what I mean? We put Hugh sitting down, because I work with African history reasoning. That's what I intend to do. So we put up Hugh Mandel, you know, my brethren, one of the original photographs that we make for Africa Must Be Free album. So then me look for my something and me see the thing come up like, me never put up a thumbnail. So me go edit. But nothing happened. So I changed the title. Let's put cultural expression. And everybody agree. The owners, hey, yo, I don't know who they are. You two people, them, agree. So my thing just get yo to be able to come live. Yeah, we are in a bad state, you know. It's not that I'm gesturing. We're in a bad state, I tell you. And the other day, the people them went off WhatsApp and other variants and multimedia platform and everything. And to me, that was a test to show how much power them have, because those of us who accept the link that the book was taking in acquiring the WhatsApp, them flex their muscles and show how much power and control them have of peoples across this earth. So, as much as some of us, we listen to Trump, Emperor Nero, as far as I'm concerned. Yo, the man, I told you, I keep saying, we have to listen carefully to what the man was saying. Don't spin off in a hype. Listen carefully, attentively to what he was saying. And you find that what he was saying was true, and some of the things he was saying, he might point you to a truth. But we continue to follow the narratives of NBC and CNN and Black Lives Matters. What a catastrophe. But that's America. But yo, he did speak of the world. Fake news. Now you don't know what to believe. People are confused. So the Caribbean and the diaspora, us in the diaspora, I wanted to highlight to say, well, hold on. Because Canada have said to their population what is expected of them and what them require them to do. But before Canada come out wickedly and say that, the Caribbean governments across the islands, across the Caribbean, draw them foot, because that is exactly what they're requested to do. Mind my words, seriously. And they're drying them feet. And them a punk out the people them. And them a show the people them say, watch if we don't do this, you are going to starve. You think I joke me joking? Because it's by force. And I feel that all of the world, we're going to go through this said thing. It's going to be somewhere, somehow, they're going to hook all of us. Because all the people have to do is withdraw certain amenities from you. Like you're a chicken and a duck in a pen, and you depend on them. Because you're in a pen, you depend on feed. You need feed. And if the feed not come, you make racket. And the more racket you make, the more hungry you're going to become, and the more thirsty you're going to become, and the more miserable you will be. And eventually, you will get tired, and the racket will gradually stop, and you will die. Unless you succumb to changes. Well, that's the human, but the animal, then I have no chance. Because someone have to feed them. And we be told that if you don't comply with this, you're not going to get that. So I wanted to say Caribbean islands and us in the diaspora, many of us, who have some form of education, but we have sensibility too. We have this form of education in the West. We have been very hopelessly imparting what little we understand to our people, to ourselves first and to our people. But ourselves, we just do it because of employment. And Singapore was also colonialized by England. And when them got them independence, they were still imperialized by England. But them gradually looked at themselves and what they were attempting to do and how their country was structured, and then recognized that it wasn't beneficial to them. So they disassembled all of those things gradually. Disassemble all of them institutions, everything. But them start with water and the land. What's the land? Food, water, and became hygienic. And them get rid of all the dirty sewages and everything. Because the open sewage that the Caribbean still have as small islands is what England instituted there. Singapore. But you know what they all did to reach that? They agreed. They agreed that this is the only land them have. This is the only space them have going to have to call home. So that make everybody recognize that we have to work together. And those who were in love with England because of financial gains had to be showing that mirror. Had to be shown that mirror. So they did not finish up with mutinies along this journey to disassemble all the things that the imperialist colonial power left behind, and continue to insist that those institutions be adhered to. Africa hasn't done that. The Caribbean hasn't done that. So Africa accepts up to today to be subservient, like they don't have no form of integrity, let alone culture. And other nations, other countries that the imperialists controlled, done but the same. Because you have to look at Vietnam, and you have to look at Japan. And none of them, not one single one of them, can stand in the shadow of resources of Africa in relation to Africa. So that means that the Africans are spiritually, culturally, ethically weak at talking about ourselves. I tell you. And these are the pills that people say is too bitter to swallow. There ain't. The truth and reality is reality, and truth is truth. It doesn't depend on who's telling it. No. And it doesn't come with honey. Neither is the gift milk and some false hope. No, no, no. And that's why people always talk about, let us be pleasant. That's what the Caucasian taught us. And why is we go through all these pleasantries? They're structuralizing their institution. And why is your reasoning with with our pleasantries? We do not agree. We continue to accept the structure that they have imposed, whilst we are dealing with this nicey of reasoning based on their philosophy and ideology. I tell you, the people them have we fixed. And anytime it seems that we could make a move, here comes this Leonardo da Vinci, whatever him name, picture. And then the name, Jesus. Hey! So anybody who try for broke off, that one they come now slap your head back into shape in the Caucasian them orbit. You think so joke me joking? Many of you know so true, you know. But true me not come to with no Oxford and Cambridge. Sweetie of the English vocabulary. I'm supposed to be one of these rebels. I'm a rebel, and I have a cause. Whether Tom, Dick, or Harry, Paul, or Peter, or Matthew like it or not. It's not for anybody to like. Really. It's to be appreciated. I tell you why. The definition of appreciation means it's supposed to empower whoever. I can't take you by your hand and your foot and demand anybody. None of us can. We can suggest. And we can highlight. But then it's up to the individual to see to reason and respond in kind. Yes. But we don't try each other. We keep working with the Caucasian man. Because he's never allowed us to love ourselves and to trust ourselves. And I like that word trust, you know, because I'm telling you, the weakness of us is that we have not been motivated to trust. Some of our people who work for them kept telling us that we need unity. Unity is what? To do what though? Unity. We weren't doing anything to be unified to do something. So what is the word unity to be used for? We're all in this fast ghetto, this fast life lane in the diaspora. And some of us reach a level of attaining some education. And we reason, talk, but we despise others who have not obtained a level of education. That's what happens in this Caucasian world. And we've adapted it because we have no choice. We're not in an institution of our own. So look at our behavior, how we address each other. Do we work together? We don't. That's why we ain't got no business, real business to take care of our natural amenities, right? Which is food, clothing, and shelter. An education institution would look at what we require within our communities and empowering our people them in education to become employees, employers. Now, we have to go through their thing to try and get some work. and still trying to get some money. So we don't have a combination of efforts. We just have one. There's so much things we can do in this condition, in the circumstances that we're in. But we only have one, because we don't have a meeting spot for ourselves but the church. And we don't have that congregation outside the church or within the church that inform ourselves, unite ourselves so we can trust ourselves. You see, that unite comes like that, 'cause we have a reason for being together, and then we trust ourselves with the limits and the expectations and the events and so forth. All the areas that we need to pursue to achieve, right? We haven't done those things. Something happened to Jacure in Europe, in this pandemic situation, in this pandemic condition. And the High Commissioner and the Ambassador have sought to attend to that situation. Pray ask why. That's what really supposed to happen. But how is it that they not work with the people them that getting deported, people that being murdered, people that get incarcerated, huh? But them just want to tell people about independence. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Unless Jacure have brethren and sisterins like the one I would like us to have around us. Maybe him does have those type of brethren. So him know same day in Europe, him have him get himself in a mix-up, and him need help. And it's not money help, him need help. He need political help, and him need to be recognized as a citizen of a country, i.e. an island. So diplomats have to come in and step up and step in. And that's precisely what is happening. So that's just taking place at this precise time and moment as I speak. Yeah. So somebody may come around and say, yeah, you know, say him uncle and him great grandfather. Listen, stop it, man. It's something him know, or him management know. And I believe his new management, Cohen, does know these things and say, yo, you know what? This is beyond me, you know. So I have to make some phone call. Yeah. Now, why did I switch there? Because we don't have those type of representation. We do not. So we need to look and see what words in the man dictionary have we claimed to make the world know, say, yo, you see this thing here? Because in them talking book there, it should say slaves, African American and African Caribbean, X million people who were captured by. Listen, man, the thing's supposed to talk and say that from X time, these people were put in bondage. We don't want the long thing about no slave, alleged slaves in Kemet, and then Slavs and everything. Because at them, we want our thing. And we want racism to be highlighted in this sense where it has demonized the African people, black people. So we're supposed to, that's the standard we need. But where are these people them that help? See, because we don't have the institution. We have intellects out there. We have teachers, principals. We have them. But they don't trust them own shadow. Furthermore, trust some others, because them know so that we sell out one another. And the greatest thing that we do is do things for money. We don't do things for the heart of it and the culture of it and the morals of the thing. We only support morals of far other than ourselves. Check ourselves carefully and see. We black people in England, we go up on a moral high ground for Caucasians, not for ourselves. That's why we have lost our children, or why we are losing our children. That's why we put up with being discriminated even on the football. When I shout out and tell with brethren, with son, with cousin, with nephew, walk off the pitch. We not do that. We say, listen, do as the coach has said. Huh? Him say, stay there. Stay right there. Because if you move, you see that money that come in the bank, we're not going to get no more. Stay there, man. We went through worse than that. That idiot people in my chat. They don't tell the truth or how much of their face got mashed up. Why they were going through all of that? To get in Arsenal and West Ham. They not chat that. They might chat say that we just went through it. Tell the goddamn truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth of how much fight you have to went through. And when you look around, people them that make you feel strong weren't there. So you got your ass kicked in the same changing room. And then you have to turn around and tell your brother or your cousin, huh? And them said that now work. So when you're there upon the training ground, the whole of we turn up and show them, say, yo, are you? Deal with him. And that's how you become a man among those people. Y'all not tell the truth. I listen to some of them interviews. You don't tell the people them say, oh, you get your teeth knocked out, your lips swell up. But when you see we know you talk with strength in you, say, all right, just make sure you leave the gate open. Huh? And the man them come when y'all are trained. And they make you put some licks into that boy there that was doing you bad. Speak the truth, man. Man are 60 now. And still in speaking, just going around, and putting all these cherries on top something that's so despicable that happened to you. Not all you. Like somehow these people are paying your salary. And you're afraid that if you speak the truth, your salary will get cut or stop. We're our own worst enemies, may I tell you. Intellectually, psychologically, ethically, we are fools. Oh, when they must behave like that. Yo, tell the people them used to kick your ass. And you still stand your ground. And them give boots to clean week after week, day after day. And call it the most despicable words. And then beat you up too. Until the ghetto youth in the community come and rescue you and make you stand up as a man for yourself. So that rubbish stop from happening. You're forgetting Patrick Grant. You're forgetting Deaf Dumb Willie. You're forgetting the Caribbean football team at Islington. The Continentals. You forget You're lying. You're not forgetting. You just don't want to mention him. Mention us. You just don't want to mention us. But you're going to sit down and talk about Jimmy Greaves and this body and this body and that body and that body and so forth. You can't speak about them, but listen, speak the truth. How is our children them going to reach a level when the truth is not being told? I mean the whole truth to help your God. The whole truth. Not part truth, the whole truth. So this African history should be about truth. And it's supposed to resonate something that's happening and hasn't been happening and is going to happen in the Caribbean. We have been through how much years now of the inventions of the African Americans and others. All the domestic appliances and the traffic lights and the phones and everything that we're not getting a recognition from, but we've done it. And it was given to us. I spoke about that so much time because I was in the educational directorate. And we didn't start it. It was wrapped and posed to us. And up to now, we don't know who sent it. But it came through education. And those days, County Hall was just closing. And even when County Hall closed, the same office, the same building, they were in charge of education distribution, or administration. The director of education, national education office was also there. So it's not something I talk about in the pie in the sky and everything. It's something that me live and something that was part of, and I was employed by the government. Catch me if you can. Thinks I'm an idiot boy this. Catch me if you can. Seriously. So the Caribbean, some of them, they're probably discussing which one of them is going to be the lead in announcing what is going to happen. Or what is required of the general population, as Canada have just done. Watch that space. Yo, sound man, this is for you, you know. You think I joke? Well, you're not a sound man. You're a plucker. Listen, back to you.
Gonna drive them with the raw law. Let them understand that I am the best by any test. Lord, I depend them. Oh yes, Lord, I depend them. Oh yes, now I depend them. Can't you see right now?
I may have enough tune for play, so I'm going to flip that, you know, because I have enough tune for play. I tell you, you think that joke? I have enough rhythms for play, man. Whole heap of tune. Watch her. Come!
Them this a Robbie, them a push it up. I wanna tell them now. The Robbie, them a push it up. I wanna tell them now.
See, man, early sound system, you know. I saw we used to start the thing, man. Serious thing. See what I mean? Warm it up and send messages, serious messages. In the community, we are deal with it. You know what I mean? Not a blues, not a shubin. You understand? A dance.
Them this a Robbie, them a push it up. I wanna tell them now. The Robbie, them a push it up. I wanna tell them now. for Yorker them. See them a jump up, oh Lord, for Yorker them. See them a jump up, oh Lord. You chose tree and you said, you chose four. I said you chose tree, boy, and you said, you chose four. I said I know this game.
Yeah, you know something also. A lot of the footballers, them, you know, the African Caribbean footballers, instead of them talk the truth, the real truth again, you know, and say that them all come out, them learn them thing with the Continentals. Eh? They never mention the Continentals, period. I don't understand. Like, maybe they mention it, the people and cut out them part there. I don't know. I tell you. I don't know. But all you who keep doing the football talk and your experience, tell the truth to help your God and mention the Continentals, man. Mention them. Because without the Continentals, there's none. None. Absolutely none. Okay. We are dealing with crime and violence for year in and year out, century in and century out. Violence, poverty. A mosquito them have so much goddamn visa, and everybody else want a visa for go America, and them get gun plus bullets. And they don't have no fear, no feelings about pointing that gun at one of them own. Sad state of affair. Sad. It saddens us. But they have all the radio station people, them. Big station. We not talk the small one, like smaller than me. I am small. But we have small ones, right? The big ones, them, they not talk the thing and they not keep the thing stable, you know. They're not showing that them themselves feel the pain for the people, them, acknowledge everything, and be consistent repetitively. And they know all about changing and influencing, you know. But them deal with a lot of commercialization and they're opportunists. Listen.
And I say, mommy, I'll hear that. And I say, mommy, I'll hear that. Say, you are the greatest. Yes, the best. See it in your mind. Yes. Yeah. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Shoot it like a spear. Yes. Let your confidence soar like a bird. Step up and let your voice be heard. Yeah. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Shoot it like a spear. Yeah. Yeah. a bird. Step up and let your voice be heard. Yes. Take heed to the message. Treat the messenger kind. We are here to speak for the mute and use our optical nerves for the blind. Our life matters, mass and volume. We hard occupy the space and time. Yes. Let your faith be bigger than you fear. Shoot it like a spear.
You see me? It's natural for me to do these things like this and play rhythms that match what is going on in the atmosphere and what is really important to me. Because that's how I am. I mean, I have to find a script and I don't pluck. Principle, find them, give me. And I also find them for myself, for ourselves. So it's a natural thing. And not a script thing, and it's not something that we are choreographed from someone else. It's natural. You understand? It's natural. Stop following me.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And I believe in the ultimate creator that creates everything. Every single thing. So I don't want a man for wait. I don't wait till me sick. I me eat myself and hurt and me scream out, oh Lord God. See? So anybody who say them never do that, a lie. And when you're in your own dark space, a God you call for everyone that call themselves man and woman on this here earth. Other than that, is a lie.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Listen.
What's a war they down there, so they using violence for peace. Children fighting from the day they were.
How the hell? Guns and bullets. And some people are supposed to be bad man, not just gunman, have bulletproof waistcoat. But them have the newest gun. And them have the bullets to go with the gun. And them not police or soldier. So how the hell these things can happen without the Caucasian them supporting the thing to happen? Serious thing, man. And you got all the islands them in the same decadence. And day after day you have in Trinidad life them losing. And you have district that's dirty in poverty. In poverty. But you still have so-called first world districts and middle class. Listen, listen to 'em.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What's a war they down there, so they using violence for peace.
Teach!
Children fighting from the day they were born. The system got no love, still oppressing the meek. See them a work hard to see us mess up. Fed up, confused and give in. Warning, I know victims see them a work hard to oppress us. We can't talk, them willing to sell us all out to get a status. Fade away, yes. Wicked shall fade away, yeah. Natty dreadlocks still on them. Teeth and tongue shall tell, yeah. Natty dreadlocks still I want them. Wicked shall fade away, yes. Bongo man still I want them. Teeth and tongue shall tell, yes. Natty dread still I want. When the 2 sevens clash and judgment pop, warning all nation they gon' face off. See the beast in a full comfort, the people ball murder. Things difficult, we a feel it hard, we won't stop. All this pain we got in nervous for. Them a beat we down, we gon' stand. Corruption played out, man. Some sell out tea for your little portion. Educated fool is a jolly good fellow. Them on the Babylon program, yes. Invading my rights.
See, at that my mother saying, you have some educated fools. Yes, my son. And I don't want you to be one of those. Learn a lesson well. And look before you leap. Yes, mommy says so. Educational fools. So at Luton Fire, you like to listen to me, mama. But I know say you listen to your grandmother and your grandpapa. Yeah.
Don't take my foot off. No need to apologize. No more lies, no more lies. With your fake moods and your fake smile. No more lies, no more lies. Come up from that don't make up, step in the light. No more lies, no more lies. Don't wanna hear.
At that opportunist doing beat round and pick certain news and everything. And them supposed to be a freedom fighter for the less privileged, the ghetto people and the far right them. You understand? But them go round the bend and round the thing and just look for some spotlights to be important for a second. And change and change and change and change and change and change. Stop it, man.
Don't take my foot off. No need to apologize. No more lies, no more lies. With your fake moods and your fake smile. No more lies, no more lies. Come up from that don't make up, step in the light. No more lies, no more lies. Don't wanna hear, baby, baby, this will never die. No more lies, no more lies. When love just starts, it's like heaven, 24/7. You're calling me, texting me, sending me all them pictures. Hear the roof of the something anytime you touch my button. Night stop and nights, what I was feeling was getting stronger. But when you call me by somebody else's name, and when you hug me and it don't feel the same. So many roses die on the vine. But tell me why it had to be mine. No need to apologize. No more lies, no more lies. With your
See? And I make a whole heap of young girls them and boy them use the multimedia for tell a whole heap of lie and chat a whole heap of we and everything and get like 2K and talk rubbish. Listen, yo, Far Eye, get a split. A spliff. I grade. Watch it.
Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Rise to the top.
When the sun goes down, yeah, you know that we'll be coming out.
To the top.
So bring the hype, form a crowd.
Sure.
Your kings and comrades never let you down. And move, move, move to the rhythm and feel the vibes.
Proper things.
Keeping in tune to the melodies playing from deep inside. Let the smoke fill the air. Burning top shelf tonight. rising to the top.
See, I like myself, you know. I tell you, man, I'm a too boosty for my own good. So now I'm going to give some culture again and again. Yes, we are promote this evening, you know, Love Star Music. Saying Love Star Music. Good Woman Rhythm. Listen, I tell you.
Love Star Music.
Oh, well, now.
Did you hear that? We are promote Love Star this evening. Feature Love Star Music. Good Woman Rhythm. Listen. See, promoter, we can drop it, you know, and we can left it. See? So we are not a punk coat. We are work with the thing proper. Proper things. See? Selector. Yeah.
Love Star Music.
Tell them, your principal. Tell them, you know, you want your 5 shilling.
Love Star Music.
Our promoter, you see what me I say? We can let it off or bring it in.
Oh, well, now. Oh, well.
Do it. Cultural expression.
In the sea for too long. Is this your act of retribution? Oh, my people, stand firm.
Our rhythms we defending her. Listen proper.
Oh, well, now. Oh, well, now. In the sea for too long. Is this your act of retribution?
Teach.
Oh, my people, stand fast and hold on. Weeping endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning.
Love
It's
Star.
too much to bear.
Courtesy of the selector principal.
Too much, oh Jah, I swear.
What a song,
It's
sweetie.
too much to bear. Oh, it's too much, oh Jah, I swear.
Good Woman Rhythm.
They stole the scripts and scrolls and the baby bones and made the black man the victim.
Yo, that's in your front room and the kitchen.
Greatness from which we came, until we as a people realize we can see the truth between the lies.
I told you.
So my people, open up your eyes. It's too much to bear. Oh, it's too much, oh Jah, I swear. Oh, it's too much to bear. Oh, it's too much, oh Jah, I swear. Jah, you gave your mission with a vision to lead this generation suffocating. Oh, well.
Rhythm,
Jah, my
sweet.
duty is to find the cause of the
Lyrics.
problem and a solution.
Totally complete. Cultural expression. Love Star Music.
Too much.
Cannot refuse it.
Oh, it's too much, oh Jah, I swear. Oh, it's too much to bear.
Yo, answer the bell, man. Me I tell you, can't refuse it, you know. Listen. Pull it by.
Catastrophe. Mashing up the economy. Global catastrophe.
When I want to test you, you want to come to England. You answer me? Watch it.
Star Music.
Hey, hey. Oh, na, na, na. Oh, na, na, na.
Yo, proper start, man. Cha, where you going?
Love Star Music.
And that.
Hey. Oh, na, na, na. Oh, na, na, na.
Yo, promoter. We are represent you now.
Catastrophe. What? Mashing up the economy.
Love Star Music.
Global catastrophe. What?
Cultural expression, I do it.
Messing up the whole highway.
Flash it.
Yes. World is in a crisis.
Teach.
Yes. Most of the people been living in fear.
See what me I tell you? The whole Caribbean, man, the people them is in fear. And the government them are take instructions. They are taking instructions and others are waiting for theirs. But they are taking instructions. And we're gonna lose because we're the public. We're the population, not the public, we're the population. All of a sudden now them become gods of men. Gods of human. And they don't know where this thing will take away. No. They never bring we here. But they want to take we out of the space. They are pretending that them have taken the vaccine with some false image. And they want to give we all the people them the something. And them keeping the right information away from us. Who's trying to control? I tell you, man, terrible things.
Star Music.
Hey, hey.
Very, very terrible. It's not. Hey, yo, the behavior like them doing them. Hey.
Oh, na, na, na. Oh, na, na, na. Na, 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 na.
Love Star Music. Listen.
Catastrophe.
Listen every word.
Mashing up the economy. Global catastrophe. Why? Messing up the
And this is a Muslim. You understand? This is not a Far Eye. He's a Far Eye supporter, but this is a Muslim. Listen.
Oh, na, na, na. Oh, na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Global catastrophe.
I'm in a talk Nation of Islam. I talk one another called Orthodox.
Hey, hey. Oh, na, na, na. Oh, na, na, na. Global catastrophe.
Love Star Music.
Mashing up
Cultural expression at your service.
global catastrophe.
Intellectually, you know.
Why? Messing up the whole highway.
Sensibility.
Yes.
Sing.
World is in a crisis.
Teach.
Yes. Most of the people been living in fear.
Express it.
Don't know what will happen tomorrow. No. Or what will happen at the end of the day. Yes. Though there are so many teachers. Yes. People still searching for a teacher. Got to look to the Creator. Oh, you got to kneel on your knees and pray. This global catastrophe. What? Mashing up the economy. Oh, this global catastrophe. What? Messing up the whole highway.
you should not do it. You better believe it. I tell you, man. One more piece. Yo, principal. Me have it, you know. Yo, the man vexing and the man say, watch, if you promote the thing properly. Watch
Love
out.
Star Music.
Yes! Yo, principal, me no want 5p, you know. Me want them to give me all, what? The proper money. Proper. Yo, me want some promotion too, you know. Subscribe and keep us alive. Yeah. Yo, all you disc jockeys, listen proper.
Love Star Music.
Awo. Now play with the promoter. Listen. Teach.
Reggae soul man. I'm the reggae soul man.
Teach.
I'm a 19 and appointed son of King David. Reggae soul man. I'm the reggae soul man. Tell Chum singer, tell Chum DJ. Don't lead the youth them astray. From one day, too much gunplay. The youth them not live till them pray. Watch the message in the music. Be a gunman songs them a make it. And them self them a contradict. Remember me no come if we start no conflict. I'm a 19 and appointed son of King David. Reggae soul.
See, a music like this is supposed to play and lyrical content is supposed to have and help change the place and with consistency. May I tell you, there's no other alternative. And then you shut down all the dirty club them easily. You understand? We don't care. We don't have 12 so-called selectors them. We don't make them redundant by now. May I tell you? But we not work. And they're not working. Not working at all, man. All of them would have been made redundant long time. I tell you about Sturgarth is the only culture stone on the island. Despicable disgrace. I tell you, that means everybody's scared. Oh. Who we not scared for? Run badness out. Run it out. Badness should never
I'm a
stand.
19 and appointed son of King David.
Teach.
Reggae soul.
And that me I try to tell you in a long time too. The minute you let the people them come and confuse the allegory, and when I work with King James and everybody else and have their narratives, and you remove Menelik, the bloodline of Dawood and Solomon, wrong thing. I want to see him not to recognize that, you know. Wrong thing, Aya. Wrong thing. And Menelik we're supposed to deal with the line of Judah from Solomon and David. And then you buck up on Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I tell you, there's none in this earth could have meld with we, because we not have to deal with the everybody. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Signed, sealed, and delivered. We won't have to deal with anybody. But now, we're the last children of Israel. We're the last children. And Muhammad found us and direct us to Sirata Mustaqim. And you still not want to pick that up. The straight part. So we don't have to deal with fictitious man and evilous man. Among ourselves and outside of ourselves. But outside of ourselves first. Because among ourselves we have some hypocrites and parasites Yes. And I want to become like that because them not believe in themselves. Them believe in theological, educational, and mystic practices. I tell you, man, you think it's a joke. A serious thing. Love star music. Listen. Cultural expression. We not joke about here. Teach. Teach.
Reggae soul man. I'm the reggae soul man. I'm anointed and appointed, son of King David. Reggae soul man.
Yo, another thing I want to tell you now. You see, reggae music, when the Wailers them come, even before the Wailers them, you know, but particularly when the Wailers them come, and Blackwell take them all about white people them, there was a change in them people, you know. But what was most important was listening to the lyrics. So whilst we know the beat and everything, and we know what is being said, these people's curiosity was everything. And it has nothing to do with the image of Rastan and Ganja, you know. It's one, the rhythm, and two, the content of the rhythms. And because Bob reworked His Imperial Majesty's speeches, and Garvey, etc., listen, hey, I don't think we really pay attention, you know. It's not because me want to see something that me I see it. I don't think we're paying attention. There's a lot of documentary from Australians in relation to Bob. We must go Google and listen. We must go BBC and listen. Do some research that way. BBC, vaults of reggae music and reggae artists and listening. That is why the people at the highest level of social science have decided to deny reggae music and try to transform it. They spent time, effort and money transforming and create a different image. And now our young people, them behave like the hip hop and R&B and all these different people, but we come with some vulgarity in terms of their image and their sexuality and all these things, you know. So if you look upon the islands, them, ask yourself, what is actually happening? Where this influence come from? Where this influence come from? This image come from? What is it that they're portraying? Let alone what they're saying, but look at the image and then check what they're saying. Check what they're saying. And then you have these so-called prime ministers and everybody. Come on, man. And culture attached. Listen, stop it. We are our worst enemy because we not deal with nothing. We're not strike and we're not sure our dejection of things. We just let it happen. And to let it happen is to participate with it. We're not boycott ills. We're not boycott profanity. We're not boycotting evil. We're not. So who is searching for the truth? Nobody want free. Nobody don't want free as far as we're concerned. We're not free already. If, just take that sentence, know ye the truth and the truth will set you free. One should ask, what is the premise of truth? And free from what? And what is free? And what is his freedom? And know that we in the diaspora and all the Caribbean islands, we are the captured people. We are the children of our ancestors. We are the descendants of our ancestors. So where's this truth? And where's this free? What's this freedom? So if we were searching for that, everything that surrounds, that is not that we, it's got to be evil and it's got to be derogatory. And we shouldn't want to participate. So how the hell people going to tell us that we're doing injustice? Listen, our souls are not connected. Are not connected. It's money we are worship. And the best that have some money appear to other people as a survivor. But our grandparents, our ancestors were surviving. Unless we decide to commit suicide, we will survive. We will continue to live. It's in what form? Don't you get it? Go listen to the track Survivor. Survivors. I tell you, I really want to play my Bible. I do. Bible of reggae.
I'm anointed and appointed, son of King David. Reggae soul man. I'm the reggae soul man.
In England, you have some people them that not like what their governments were doing, you know, whether it was one of the three, huh? And them come and them say, why we're gonna protest about this thing. And them call them, they were called punk rockers and everything. And they had a lot of things to say to their government and all the leaders and anybody in authority. They had something to say. And they were consistent for the time. And then they run out of steam. Not ideas, them just run out of steam. Because them needed to be marketed. So that fizzled out. Why is that was happening? They borrowed riffs from reggae music. They borrowed certain lyrical content from reggae music. Then you had another group called Mods and whatever you, and them did but the same. And one of them called the Specials that were doing something. And all these different things happened, and the people them had their own character, but they were just trying to fit in to this protest sounds and these cultural sounds and these messengers that them see or felt or was encouraged that reggae music also do. And they weren't wrong, but them use it for a time to create something. And the young socialists became brave in England. Or they got braver. And then many of them become leaders and representatives of their governments and their governments in them own country. So don't you know, when they assess and evaluate these things, them say, you see our Africans, if we do not curtail them quickly, they will socially change us. And that's what's been going on. It thinks a lie, it thinks a joke. If Bob can have so many thousands without a warm-up band or bands and Caucasians, I come listen. Seriously, move it.
I'm anointed and appointed, son of King David. Reggae soul man, I'm the reggae soul man. Tell Chum, sing a tell Chum.
when they had the independence of Zimbabwe, the elect independence celebration, and the Wailers were playing, them should have bust Prison Oval Rock, because the people them that was in prison bust out of the prison and come listen the Wailers. They never run go nowhere else, you know. They came, then bust out of the prison and came and stood and listened the Wailers. That told the white world, that showed, that amplified to the white world this reggae thing, this reggae message is serious. They broke out and didn't run nowhere else but to that symposium, to that auditorium, to listen the Wailers. Okay. If you can't remember, look it up. The independence celebration. The Wailers were invited. Not by satellite, live and direct. Okay.
Love Star Music.
So we are going to get now the love side of this rhythm. The loves, yo, Marcia, behave. It's about time. Yo, Sonia. Sonia! First of all, you have to accept responsibility, you know. You can't have them and you not take responsibility. Some man just want a woman for sex. You understand? You have to just have a union. And that means you must accept responsibility and cherish her. Did I say all those things? Yo, Marcia, stop it.
Love is in the air. Love is everywhere.
Every week me I tell you that, you know, Marcia, and you still won't say, I will marry you. Okay.
Love is in the air. Love is everywhere.
Slim, listen.
Oh, love comes and goes as the sun shines.
Yo, this is a Rasta man, you know. Is it? This is not dreadlocks man, you know. This is a Rasta man. Listen, Lucci.
Love is in the air. Love is everywhere. Oh, love comes and goes as the sun shines in the morning.
Yeah, you want to see Aisha, you know? And Aisha come from Gambia, man. You want to see her? Oh, gosh, man. I'm a stepdaughter, you know. Watch it.
Music.
Love is in the air. Love is everywhere.
Go on, Aisha. Aisha, Sonia, and Marcia.
And goes as the sun shines in the morning and goes down in the evening. Day turns into
Navigator one married Aisha and him no have no money.
love is in the air. Love is everywhere.
Why? We need all 12 camel, man, and him just can't get one.
Love is in the air. Love is everywhere.
Things are BMW this.
Oh, love comes and goes as the sun shines in the morning and goes down in the evening. Day turns into night. Night turns into morning. Love is in
Rasta
the
Luciano.
air. Love is everywhere. Love is in the air. Love is everywhere. But you got to be in control. But wait a minute. If love feels like it's getting cold, then you gotta have the power to ignite the flame. Raise the bar a little higher so you can love again. Oh, but don't you ever turn your back or even neglect. You gotta be upfront and right and direct. Use your mind, your intellect, and your skills to keep the fire blazing. When love is in the air, love is everywhere. When love is in the air, love is everywhere. You got to be in control. Control. As the chief musician plays his instrument, picks on the strings with the right notes, making sure he's on the right timing. Strumming.
See? And that we are trying to show no.
I feel we sit or tell them feel low it.
Here we go!
Babylon accuse I for all kinds of corruption, forgetting the times when they indulge in what they claim is wrong. Well, it's convenient, they uphold the law, but it's not they will break it. As far as I'm concerned, power is a dreadful thing, so we must know how to use it. I see their plans, them schemes and their evil intentions, coming to take from mine what is part of my inheritance. It's a war, them fighting against our children, but now we now go run from Babylon. Lord God, no. It's a war, them fighting against our children, but now we now go run from none again. No way, no way. In the hills as I
but none of we now go wrong.
Yeah, man, Jumbo. Worldwide message, you see? It is our conviction that if our actions are not guided by the counsel and spirit of Jah, it shall come to naught like the dog, baby.
Listen keenly.
That's all that. Trust in Jah forevermore. He will keep you safe and secure. He will always make you satisfied.
Listen keenly, yo.
Even when you're down and out, no place to sleep and no food for the mouth. Put your trust in the Most High, and whatever you require, whatever you
Listen them hands. Listen.
ask it will be given. This is what I want you to do. All on Jah, and your troubles will be over. All on Jah, and He will make it better. All on Jah, and your troubles will be over. All on How good and how pleasant it is for us to dwell in a unity, love and honesty. Cleanse your ways, my friends, for a better liberty, royal divinity. No make religion tear you apart. Put some love in your heart and burn away the hatred and grudge. The first law of the earth is the love. No matter the color, class, not creed. Tell the people love is what we need. Burn away the hatred, burn away the greed. Jah, it's so important in the deed. Call on Jah, your troubles will be over. Call on Jah. Who could it be? Wow, wow, wow. Saturday, hot. Saturday, wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Flee my cause, soldier. We know to strive with we. You got to fight against those mighty Jah. When you try to hurt me. Okay. Flee my cause, soldier. We know to strive with we. You got to fight against those mighty Jah. When you try to hurt me. Because me sister that the whole of them are eating. Some boys sit down, I want man to free them. I move funny, me shout out cheating. Some way go make some little gun bag and lead them. Some me just hold me meditation deeper. Jah is my light and also my keeper. In my troubles is my quickest reliever. Me pray to Jah and the wicked get weaker. So me go supply my cause, so Jah, without the strive with we. You got to fight against those mighty Jah. When you try to hurt me, Jah clear the way for me. Big up the poor people, them way I pray for we. I hoping to see a better way for we. I don't want Jah to love to ever stray for me, not another day for me. Silver and gold will vanish away. I know Jah love is here to stay. I know nothing for purchase, I know nothing for pay. You know say LMJ lead the way. So me go supply my cause, soldier. Without the strive with we. You got to fight against those mighty Jah. When you try to hurt we again, plead my cause, soldier. Without the strive with we. You got to fight against those mighty Jah. When you try to hurt we. Because me sister that the whole of them are eating. Some boys sit down and one man to feed them. I move funny, me shout out cheating. Some boy go make some little gun bag and lead them. So me just want
Listen. Blow, brother, blow. information. Settle high grade, settle. Easy wise one. You see, we sit with the wise one, you know, and we use knowledge, proper information.
Yes, 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 yes. Babylon, Babylon. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes.
Go on, my son.
Lego, Lego. Ja, ja, children, let them go. Babylon, Lego, ja, ja, children, let them go. Yes, yes, yes. Lego, Lego, ja, ja, children, let them go. Babylon, Lego, ja, ja, children, let them go. Over 400 years, they have in chains. We don't even know our name.
See, a long time we have see them something there. Long time. See, over 400 years ago, Caribbean people, and we still don't know we name. Yeah? And then we are trying to make company and go in and go on with other people. You understand? And the people them are rob we from our own shadow. You understand? Because the Muslim them should have tell all of us of Bunny Israel. But it no work. It not being done. Bunny Israel. See? And also we're supposed to tell you about Jacob, who is the father of Bunny Israel. See? Okay. And Marcus Garvey should have said, yo, you see, when you look to Africa for the crowning of a king, also there you will find the children of Israel. But him couldn't tell you if him never know. You understand? Okay. And those who went in, them went in with blind eye, or they didn't ask questions. But I know that Dr. Eric Williams made it clear of the line of Judah and Bunny Israel. Why didn't Chancellor Williams and all of his research did that? Why? The question, serious thing, why? Why didn't want us to get connected? Why didn't they turn around and say, yo, you see Arabs, they're black people too, you know? Why? Why never turn around and say, you see, some of them, that's in high places, them take them one another and turn them into servitude slave. And to make them into eunuchs so they don't sex them wife or their daughters. Why they never do that? Why take the 20th century for some old nigger them for come run up them out with that something or follow them master? But every one of you follow up the thing called Christianity and King James and whoever else. And the people them who call themselves Puritans, Protestants and Catholic are the people them that crucify us. I don't understand that logic and that rationale. I don't understand it. So now we need for prayer and seek divine intervention, and we're not even together in that. Let us see what will happen. Because their master ain't going to tell them, say, listen, the option is yours. Do as you feel like with your population. Okay. Right now we are crying. And right now some governments are throughout the Caribbean are treat the population terrible. Terrible. I'm telling you. Just that, yeah, we are behaving like we're not using the internet and everything to get proper information. There's information. There's proper news channel. Even though they're trying to censor things, but the youth, the rebel youth, the activists, them are send the thing. And it's not them attack. They're showing us what is happening so you can see with our own eyes. I tell you. Here we go again. Barry. See? And people them must suffer. People them took to curfew and no national help. People are suffer. And who's the people them? The people them in poverty-stricken areas and the people them in garrisons. And then you have all these musicians that make a whole heap of noise on the multimedia and everything. And they don't all come together, centralize together, and have a bag of money and give to the poor and need it. See? Okay. And when I go and and this one I shout out, Far Eye. Oh, gosh, man. Stop it.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, we just can't live like this. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
See? And with all them problems, how can you continue to live like this? What the people them don't have no bravery. That's the funny thing about it. The strangest thing. They're not brave. Why? Always hurting the people them or frightening the people them that they won't move. You know what is that? The same police them that have the new sophisticated weapons that the same people that we have shout say gunman. But the police them have armory, as in bulletproof vests, and they don't care damn about the citizens. Police them. Okay. And the people them must suffer at the behest of a government that is part of the population. And when I talk about millions of people, we talk about hundreds of thousands of people. What a serious problem. Mm-mm. Yo, lady, my holla at you, man. Zebe.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Won't you make a second thought before you pursue it? You man, please don't bossy. Please don't bossy. Won't you take a second thought before you pull the trigger? Policeman a
You see me, I say? A natural thing it's natural for me to do this. So don't bother try copy me. I do what I do and say certain words that mean say, nah, you try copy me. You try cloning me, man. Stay in your lane, because you're older as well. And you're more popular. You understand? But if me ever come after you, I lashes, you get lashes. Because I saw me stay. Listen.
Original, this one is original, coming to you from the...
I don't tell you already, I don't care how much student next door to you. I just go in there and get two artists who say this, that. It not fears me, man. I talk to the public. I was supposed to lift up our people, them standard. You understand? Give me your position for 1 week. You understand? Just sit down, step aside and give me the thing. Link me and let me do the thing for 1 week. And you see our revolution works. Because it's information. It's information. And the country have enough land. The people want to eat food. You understand? So what the police can do? Take them gun and kill all the way? It's not possible. You understand? So there's a fear that's been created and orchestrated by people them who have media positions and then not exploit it, but yet still them good for keep talking about Marcus Garvey. Stop it. We don't understand. And it's a good thing we don't talk about Walter Rodney, because he could never be on a teacher. Serious thing. Or Melika Shabazz. Trust me. Reread their manuals. Reread them. And then ask yourself at this age, what is it that I missed?
Original, this one is original, coming to you from the man called J. Allen with enough love and respect.
Teach!
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
No skylarking.
Listen.
No skylarking in this time, cause you will end up in jail. The 1 9 yard you rob from you was a little youth. Now you turn big man, a big gun you a shoot. From where all the old man stall you want loot. You never saw this tea, but still you want pick the fruit. I say, oh my lord, old man, call him a brute. Your mama grow your good, so why you take the wrong route? I said, don't choose the trench coat over khaki suit. Show the glimmer and the glitter, you think gangster life cute. No make them mythical lies pollute your mind. You better know all the times no
You see all the politicians them, and they were having parliament, and I'm the one that blazing the radio, and those days, and the one session you would have linked me with, even the politician would have stop and put down them paper and start rock. I tell you, man, and change. What? Change the resolution for that day. You understand? And give the people them an opportunity and look upon themselves as the pastor should do to them. Look upon themselves and ask themselves carefully, are we representing the population? Am I actually representing my mother's mother and my grandfather, and now my great-great-great-great-grandchildren and children? Am I really doing that? Or am I a selfish bastard? Question, but you're not touching no soul. You're not touching soul because you're all an opportunist. Listen.
That's ready.
Bing, bang, bang.
Teach the rest of them. Teach them, Glenn. Mr. Glenn Washington, listen.
Golden locks blowing in the wind. Golden locks flying at it. Golden locks soaking in the rain.
see how they breaking in the sun. Yeah. Man a us from a band, so we could not jump up the natty. Here is a straight locks, loose hardy turban where the bubble wear. High tall jet, and a meeting there is a jet locks rasta flying through the air. Seven locks, pull up calm, cause you must not touch up the natty. Here is a big war, a start out a road for a Saturday. Similar but to pop them off with the multi gear. Here the natty clear. I swear. And a cream and a oil and a lotion off it go up on my locks. Some boy now wash themselves, they must think like whole socks. See the next one, the music
called Tipper Town, and I got to make it be known. Big up the one like Roddy Bone, Ochi Peng, and the Black Rose is massive.
You see, cause we that, listen, Wanda.
Forever King is a big name. Forever King is a big name.
Yo,
Forever King
Akwesi.
is
Akwesi, how many times you say that? Say it again.
Forever King is a big name.
Teach. Now listen. Mr. Wonder. Come in.
Rising up to meet the sun rays in the morning, giving thanks and praises for a new beginning. It's such a joy to see the rainbow bliss, and like robins, my people rejoice and sing. The heart is healed inside, the truth within manifestation. It's the truth, it is His dominion. Thy precepts will always keep, to be humble in knowledge we seek. He said, weep not, sons and daughters, we
Teach.
are the world.
Mr. Mark Wonder.
It's the
Mr.
same song
Teach.
and the same king. It's the togetherness forever, yes, He lives. It's the same song and the same king. It's the togetherness forever, yes, He lives. Rising up to greet me, the morning dew, and the goodness and mercy will follow through. Up, 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 for the redemption
Teach.
from the pangs of poverty, creating history. So chant His name all over. Great is He, Jehovah. There could never be no other who we. So chant His name all over. Great is He, Jehovah. There could never be no other who we.
This artist here gonna make it, man. All of them. But Mark Wonder, oh gosh, man. Yes. Mark Wonder, may I tell you. Yeah, we'll take it. We are going to the studio and meet you up, man. And bust some tune because, yeah, things can work, you know. Go on. Last two tune, me gone. Creation. Rebel eye.
Travel up the old rough road to find my bread, to find my bread. Call so loud, searching all around. No one can hear my cry. To the multitude, I don't know. They call me in a cry. Creation, rebel now, rebel now, rebel now. They call me in a cry. Creation, rebel now, rebel now, rebel now. Creation, rebel, they
And that is true, you know. I'm a creation rebel. Yo, Marcia and Sonia, come here, come close. Yeah.
I've got the answer.
Yo, don't cause disturbances. And a right or left, just come close. Stop it. Yo, happen to no. You understand? God give me a left hand and a right hand. So the one on the right is not preferable, and the one on the left is not less preferable. Just come.
I've got the answer.
And if both will not come the same hand, that means say one is behind the other. And when I park up, just separate, man, and just come, because you still a come to me. I'm one, and there's two of you. Yeah. Like it. I like it.
I've got the
Just like that. Yo, me not promote battery scene, you know. I promote love. Oh. Just. I will hold on to the handle. And when I work with the blade, because we're not going to need no first aid.
I've got the angle, baby. You've got the blade. Don't try to fight me because you need first aid.
Yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, fix me some orange juice. When I get home in the evening, just put yourself in
Rasta Johnny Clark.
I've got the angle, baby. You've got the blade. Don't try to fight me because you need first aid.
You understand? Romance, love affair, passionately and otherwise. We are telling man, a life that. So we are going to go here because we extend our time and everything. When you know if the people them give me a heads up and scratch me out, because I'm not bother watch them. So I play 2 tunes, I'm gone, 2 record. I'm gone.
And the big bag song with them called Tipper Town, and I got to make it be known. Big up the one like Roddy Bone, Ochipeng, and the Black Roses massive.
See, a skillful man. 2 more I'm gone. Hold up.
Hey, disaster of preparedness, meteorological office. World star.
When I love of Babylon, where them a go on. Yo, them try corrupt the earth, them full of.
Hey, disaster of preparedness, meteorological office.
World
When
star.
I love go Babylon where them a go on. Yo, them try corrupt the earth, them full of scan. Yo, them a wonder we survive all through the storm. But tell them who that still even survive from this storm. Yo,
Who make the youths can't get enough? Who make the system so corrupt? Who make so much chatterbus? Who make the people so disgust? Babylon a play, she say them a war and fuss. Who create the changes of the time? Who create the visions of your mind? They create the borders and the lines. Only Jack can save the time. Whoa.
reveal it. Rastafari tell the youth themselves reveal it. Consciousness they get to youth, them a feel it. Righteousness me blaze the fire, make them feel it. Alright again, alright, get to youth. We mean it. Some me said the youth them not afraid. We mean it. We survive from the tidal wave. We mean it. One ball of fire we a blaze. Jamaica not have no time for years.
It's just the fame and the fake and the modern technology. Babylon want to rule the world and control our destiny. Play a monopoly on the global economy. They want to rule world autonomy. Financial world is in a state invaded by mercenaries and pirates. Scientific technology I participate. Disaster is taking all over the world and the
But the wicked
states.
scientists in the Gulf them gone. But the wicked scientists long time and now on. But the wicked scientists we still a go plant we can. But the wicked scientists they use them and perform. But the wicked scientists and burn them to scan. But them tidal wave and me burn them sinam. Righteousness they get to use them and perform. Saggle up, ready up, get to use perform. Alright again.
Who make the youths can't get enough? Who make the system so corrupt? Who make so much chatterbus? Who make the people so disgust?
See, I play that in a parliament.
And the big bag sound with them called Tipper Town, and I got to make it bit known. Big up the one like Roddy Bone, Ochipeng, and the Black Roses massive.
See, a whole heap of them must dance, you know. Watch it.
Ding 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 da da ding ding why they're playing a dirty game and we get the blame. You're playing a dirty game and you can't get away. You're playing a dirty game and we get the blame. You're playing a dirty game and you can't get away. Honor your mother and father and your days will be longer. Don't you see that the system at large, you know we are falling apart. In this judgment there is no end. So we must be true and pure to one another. They playing a dirty game and we get the blame. You're playing a dirty game and you can't get away. Satan at the garden hide oh long. They're building cemeteries and church. There is life for you to think about.
And the big bag sound with them called Tipper Town, and I got to make it bit known. Big up the one like Roddy Bone, Ochipeng, and the Black Roses massive.
Every day pocket go away. One day the bottom must drop out. Never gonna miss that water until the well runs dry. Your well runs dry.
I feel it, sit or tell them below it.
Guidance, we go here. You right, what you say?
You don't know it, bro. London thing.
Talking about some form of medicine. Come from in Africa. Yes, you're talking about the medicine. Yes, you come from in Africa. What me say? To bitter nut, cocoa butter. Yes, it good for your daughter. It have to set up your structure. Set up your heart and your kidney. Yes, it set up in your body. Set up in your mommy. Me say it good for your daddy. Holy for energy is I was saying. Not cocoa butter. Well, it gives a lot of energy. Natural born energy. No false kind of energy. Tell you, they better not cocoa butter. Yes, it good for your structure. Well, it good for your daughter. Me say it good for your mother. Hey, bitter nut, cocoa butter. Where you come from? Say down in Africa. A bitter nut, cocoa butter. Well, it good for your daughter. Me say good for your structure. Set up your structure. Give you a whole heap of energy. Yes, you better down on Hennessy. What me tell you? Say it good for your kidney. Well, it good for your liver. It no make your heart kind of shiver. No make your body kind of quiver. Yes, I did with that cocoa butter. Good for your daughter. That better not cocoa butter. Come set up a structure. With original medicine, I tell you. It's a natural heat.
Yes, the Caribbean, the people them have to watch their space, man. You understand? Because them governments now look at the interests of the people. They are dealing with what England want, what America want. You understand? So in that case, we not get nothing. You understand? Serious thing. So, want to give a tune, I'm gone. I tell Marcia, I'm not give Marcia her tune. I give you this tune. Guidance. So, Caribbean people, everybody, guidance. You think so you can test this? Strong man.
Tears from my eyes keep rolling down my face. Tears from my eyes.
That gonna happen to us. Pure tears. You understand? So we say guidance, grandma, grandpa. You understand? Aunties, uncles. Yo, the whole family, guidance. Listen.
Tears from my eyes keep rolling down my face. Tears from my eyes.
words, profound words. Find it. Search for it. I tell you. So, I go here because I am dangerous when I'm in this type of mood. You understand? And people them get hurt. You understand me? Get hurt. Because I don't care a damn. I saw me stop. You understand? When I say I don't care, I mean say I don't care. My mother always tell me, say, you mustn't say you don't care. But I am saying, I don't care a damn. Thieving people, cha. All this.
Exalt his name. You've got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Remember when the food was Russian? Not knowing where the first meal was coming from. People treated you as if you had no sense. The words of the Father were your defense.
Seen? And what happened? Not a damn thing. So here how me go now.
Oh, oh. If you know not love, you know not God, because God is a love.
Ah! Did I say that? Oh!
Oh, oh. If you know not love, you know not God, because God is a love.
See it every time.
Hear me when I call. Oh, Jah, hear me when I call. Hear me when I call. In thee, O Lord, God, Jah the Almighty, and His last hope for the strength and Redeemer do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto
Naya Benge. Guidance. The wrong one. The right one, this and that. Oh. Yeah, Marcia, Sonia, Aisha, let's go.
Gonna do, yes, I'm leaving. What you gonna say, cause I'm going. Now you come and tell me, say you're grieving. But a long time me there just chilling. Now here I am, sitting on the corner, watching the vibe go by. Here comes this little girl from around the corner.
Yes, don't forget, check out Front Room and post. Don't come up there, look for criticize. Express yourself, join in, share views and comments, and post some information pertaining to the Caribbean in relation to Black history, which I call African history. You understand? Get a good subject matter, because it's this month. You understand? But you know, say, it's all year round, but it's particularly the focus does be in America February and in England October, you know? So you might meet some friends up there, or people, brethren and sisterins. Otherwise, come in and you may find some, or you know some there already, right? Don't come with an old nigger attitude and looking for fault finding, you know? And if you did find something that you believe, say, is not necessary, I could do better, inform management, you know? Don't just sit there and run up your gum with your friend them, because it's a community it's being sought to build. A community, you know, which is us. And proper information, upfront information, truthful information to the best of everyone's ability and realization, you know, and information so that we can educate ourselves and our children. You see? So make use of it. You understand? Front room.
Tell me now, what you gonna do? Yes, I'm leaving. What you gonna say? Cause I'm going.
Guidance.
Now you come and tell me, say you're grieving. But a long time me there just chilling. Now here I am, sitting on the corner, watching the vibe go by. Here comes this little girl from around the corner. As she passed, she says hi. I didn't know she was looking my way. I didn't stand that still, no. Then one evening she looked me in the eye and said, I love you, my dear, yeah. What you gonna do? Yes, I'm leaving. What you gonna say? Cause I'm going. Now you come and tell me, say you're grieving. But a long time me they are just chilling. What must I do? Must I change my flight? Are you gonna dine me under candlelight? And if you plan to, you must do it right. Show me what you're up to tonight, little girl. What you gonna do? Yes, I'm leaving. What you gonna say? Cause I'm going. Now you come and tell me, say you're grieving. But a long time me they are just chilling. Girl, you were scared, said you weren't doing fine. How could I know? I couldn't read your mind. Now you want me to come running on the double. Could I be running into trouble, little girl? What you gonna do? Yes, I'm leaving. What you gonna say? Cause I'm going. Now you come and tell me, say you're grieving. But a long time me they are just chilling. See me chilling, yeah. Whoa, now, yeah, now. Oh, yeah. Now here I am sitting on the corner, watching the vibe go by. Here comes this little girl from around the corner. As she passed, she says hi. I didn't know she was looking my way. I didn't stand that still, no. Then one evening she looked me in the eye and said, I love you, my dear, yeah. What you gonna do? Yes, I'm leaving. What you gonna say? Cause I'm going. Now you come and tell me, say you're grieving. But a long time me they are just chilling.
Yes. On Tuesday, God willing, we'll continue the diaspora and look at the Caribbean and look at the politics that's running in the Caribbean today. You know what I mean? And tie it in with the history or the allegory, the full development of the Caribbean. And we're not talking about cricket. We're talking about the liberty of us as a people down there and where we could be going or who is trying to head us off somewhere. So we say, God willing, on Tuesday. Now we say, guidance, take care, gone.